Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next Monday morning mailbag hits the airwaves, or a piece of late breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the March 16th, 2026 episode of Second Cup. Again, an early happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. This is the day before St. Patrick's Day, and we are continuing with our St. Patrick's Day early coffee celebration here. We've got the Philadelphia Roast here once more, right here, Ellis Coffee Philadelphia Roast. A big thank you to William Meredith for that, and also our Wacky Woolies coffee mug. All the way from Ireland. A big thank you to Bill and Connie Murphy for that. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get a sip. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Let me get a sip. This is really good coffee. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's marvelous. So if you ever get to Philadelphia, make sure to get some Ellis coffee. That's terrific. And also get over there when they're having their St. Patrick's Day parade, because that's a big tradition there. As we mentioned in this morning's Monday morning mailbag, it's a major long-running tradition. The parade has been held since 1771, making it one of the oldest continuous St. Patrick Day parades in America. They have over 200 groups marching in this parade, Irish dancers, pipe bands, cultural organizations, schools, that sort of thing. And it looks like they had their parade on Sunday, the day that I'm recording this. Their parade takes place on Sunday, March 15th, 2026. It starts at 11:15 a.m. Now, you're going to be hearing this Monday morning, and I was unaware that they were holding their St. Patrick's Day parade the weekend before St. Patrick's Day on Sunday. And here in Cleveland, St. Patrick's Day parade is always held on St. Patrick's Day. Whatever day that falls on, that's when the parade takes place. And I know that many Catholics, they hope for that dispensation on St. Patrick's Day when it falls on a Friday during Lent, so that they can have that dispensation to enjoy some corned beef and cabbage. And it is always given. I can't remember when the bishop in Cleveland said, no, you've got to abstain from meat. It's Lent, it's Friday. No, they go ahead and they give that dispensation, and they allow every member of the Catholic community to enjoy corned beef on rye, corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day when it falls on a Friday. And the same is also done on St. Joseph's Day, which is March 19th. So just because that's for the Italian American community. I don't know if you knew that or not, but I learned that. I went to this is a number of years ago. I went to a fish fry at a local parish on a Friday, and it was March 19th, St. Joseph's Day. And there was no one there. And I thought, wow, there's no lines or anything like that. And I asked the parish priest as I was leaving, well, why is it so sparse? He goes, well, today is St. Joseph's Day today, and you can eat meat because of the dispensation. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to remember that one down the road. So, yeah. kind of fun traditions within St. Patrick's Day, St. Joseph's Day, that sort of thing. When these holidays fall on a Friday during Lent, I never knew that before. That was one I have now continued to remember. But great to be with you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. And speaking of corned beef, I was at the Aldi grocery store on Saturday. I love going to Aldi. And, it's not too big, not too small. They got a great selection of foods there. They always have some special sales going on. And this time was no different. I came across in the refrigerator case some corned beef, a brisket that you can make yourself. And I've never done that before. And usually on St. Patrick's Day, I will stop off at a grocery store like a Heinen's here in Northeast Ohio, where they have a great deli, and I'll get a half a pound or a pound of corned beef, and get some rye bread and that sort of thing, and that'll be my St. Patrick's Day meal and celebration. Or I'll stop off at a local restaurant that makes great corned beef sandwiches, and I'll pick up something on the way home, something like that. And I was going through Aldi, and I noticed that there was a sale on this corned beef. And it looked like a pretty good price. It was like $10 for about I don't know, was it a pound or not? Hang on 1 minute. Let me take a check. Let me check. I'll find out exactly what it was. Hang on 1 minute. Yeah, I just checked my receipt and the packaging and that sort of thing. $11.38 for 1.81 pounds of this flat corned beef brisket. And they had a promotion, $1.45 off, so it was $9.93, so less than $10 for almost 2 pounds of corned beef. And I thought that was a pretty good deal, considering the last time I bought a pound of sliced corned beef at a deli counter at Heinen's. It was like $16 a pound, something like that, as I recall. I mean, it was outrageous. Oh my gosh! So I think I bought a half a pound for like $8. And when I saw this, I thought, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll cook this up. And I was looking at it, and this older couple walked by, and I happened just to look over at them, and they looked at me, acknowledged me, and smiled. And they said, "Well, you going to cook some corned beef?" I said, "Well, I don't know how to do it." She goes, "Well, the wife says, do you have a slow cooker?" I said, "Yes." She goes, "We'll do it in a slow cooker. It's all you have to do. Get some cabbage, get some other stuff." Well, I didn't do the cabbage because I have this wonderful Costco sauerkraut that I'm going to use, which is raw, unpasteurized, and fermented, packed with probiotics and great, gut bacteria, that sort of thing. So I'm going to use that. And I wouldn't really know how to combine the cabbage and that sort of thing. But I just sliced up some potatoes, and I put the corned beef brisket in there, and I did a half and half a solution of water and beef broth, and covered the potatoes and went halfway up the corned beef. And it's in my slow cooker right now, and it's cooking away. And I set it for 10 hours. So we're going to have corned beef sandwiches here for St. Patrick's Day coming up when that is completely cooked. And I'm really looking forward to it. It was really, really easy to put together. So you just need time. So I thought since I'm recording this on Sunday, I thought I'll do this on Sunday, and then I'll slice it up, and I'll have a little bit of a meal today, and then I'll have something for St. Patrick's Day, so I don't have to run around and stand in line to get some corned beef. I already have it at home, along with potatoes and whatever else that I want to prepare with it, the sauerkraut and that sort of thing. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, that'll be a really, really nice celebration. But I thought that was a really, really good deal. In that for less than $10, I got almost 2 pounds of corned beef. And it looks like it's very, very easy to prepare. My first time doing this. So if you recall, I did a review on the Ninja Foodi. It's a crock pot, slow cooker, air fryer. It does everything. And that's what I'm using to do the slow cooking with. And it's a terrific, terrific appliance. I highly recommend the Ninja Foodi or whatever model they have now that does all these it does all these great things, and it pressure cooks, it slow cooks, it air fries. It steams. It really is terrific. So Ninja Foodi, I highly recommend that. And yeah, it's going to be cooking well, right now it's cooking my corned beef slowly. I've got about a 10-hour cycle. So after 10 hours, it'll be all ready to go. Now, the only thing that might upset this whole plan is the high winds that we have rolling in on Sunday. And hopefully, hopefully the next Monday morning mailbag, I won't be reporting a power outage that spoiled my food preparation, because we're supposed to get some high winds. We got some high winds at the end of this last week here. And boy, they were pretty brutal. We had winds of 65, 70 miles an hour. I think 85 mile an hour in some areas of Northeast Ohio. And I'm just hoping that we don't have terrible high winds to where the power gets knocked out. That's what I'm hoping. So hopefully it won't fluctuate, the power won't go on and off or anything like that. So I'll have to keep an eye on my slow cooker, make note of how much time is left, and if the power goes off and comes back on, I can reset everything to the proper cooking time that's left. But other than that, great to be with you this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you're getting ready for your St. Patrick's Day celebration. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Great. Just great to be with you. I mean, it's going to be like 71 degrees today, even though we're going to get these strong winds coming in. It's going to be a beautiful day, and I hope it's a beautiful day when you're listening to this on Monday morning. And again, wishing you a really, really wonderful, happy St. Patrick's Day. Great to be with you. Grab that cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. So let's pay a few bills and we'll get the show underway in just a moment. Well, as you know, if you've been watching the Monday Morning Mailbag, we've been telling you about the Maggard Meetup, which is going to be taking place on Saturday, April 25th, 2026, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street, Adrian, Michigan, 49221. We have links below in the description, below those Monday Morning Mailbag videos, where you can get right up to the Maggard website and buy your tickets. I'm looking at the page right now. 79 tickets remain. 101 have been sold. They're capping it off at 180 attendees. So if you don't have your ticket, get it now, because it looks like they are going fast. Now, viewer Marcus Allen sent along an email asking about the hotel rate. There's a group rate for folks who are going to stay overnight in Adrian, Michigan, and he wanted to know about that. And he did some further investigating, and he sent this along. Update. Apparently, the only hotel offering the group rate of $114 per night is the Hilton Inn. Maggards was kind enough to provide me with a link where you can book a hotel room. Please pass this along to your viewers on the Monday Morning Mailbag so the ones attending can take advantage of this great group rate. Thanks again, Mark. No, thank you, Marcus, for pointing this out. Really do appreciate that. And if you get up to the Maggard website and get over to where you can buy tickets, and again, a ticket to the Maggard meetup is $36. When you get up to that page and scroll down, it will give you the hotel, the Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel, and it will give you a link to where you can book that room at $114, because as they note here, preferred Hampton Inn and Suites, location of after party. They give the address and they have the phone number here. I'll give you the phone number right now in case you're listening to this, 517-266-2600. And the group rate is $114 a night. Can call for booking or follow the link below to book online. So you can call 517-266-2600 and book that rate for the Maggard meetup of $114 a night, or get up to the web page and click on the link and book online. So you can figure it out. And it says here, note, you can change the stay from 2 nights to 1 if needed. So there you go. A great rate at a local hotel where they're going to have an after party. So after the meetup, people are going to gather there. And I've seen some videos of those kinds of things. Now, I'm only 3 hours away. And because I use my weekends to edit the Monday Morning Mailbag and to put together the Second Cup podcast, I come in for the Maggard meetup, and then I turn around and I drive home. So I'm 6 hours on the road, which is okay. I don't mind. I mean, I love going to the meetup. But by the time I get home, what I try to do is I stay up. I try to shoot my video for the Monday Morning Mailbag before I leave on Saturday morning. And I try to get as much footage edited as I possibly can on Friday night. So I sometimes find myself turning in late on Friday night and then waking up early Saturday morning to get on the road so that I can make it to the Maggards at about 11:30, quarter to 12, something like that, right before the doors open up. So that's my game plan. And then I usually stay till about 3:30, something like that, and head over to Culver, sometimes with some other fellow wet shavers, and have a nice meal and that sort of thing. And then I'm on the road, and I usually get home, let's see, probably about 8 o'clock, something like that, 8:30 in the evening. And then I spend the rest of the weekend taking the footage from the Maggard meetup and editing all that and then dropping it into the footage that I just completed a day or so ago, and then render the whole thing, upload it, and then it's all done. That's kind of my schedule for the weekend, which is why I don't attend the after party, because I'm trying to get the next episode of the Monday Morning Mailbag completed. So I appreciate your understanding on that. But anyhow, there you go, an update on the group rate for the weekend of the Maggard meetup. Hilton Inn and Suites, $114 a night. Dial 517-266-2600 or follow the link that's on their webpage where you can buy tickets. Marcus, thanks again for this information. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's a heads up for your YouTube viewing. I just got this email link update from Razor Emporium when I logged on this morning, because as you can imagine, I'm editing and my attention is kind of taken away from social media, and I'm looking at what I'm editing on screen for the Monday Morning Mailbag and shave reviews and that sort of thing. Anyhow, I got this email update alert from Razor Emporium. There is a terrific video on their channel, and it's titled Mantic 59 Joins Me for a Wet Shave. It's double-edged discourse with the legendary sharpologist. Yeah, Matt Pisarcik and Mantic 59 sat down to do a side-by-side shave and to talk about wet shaving and other things. It's terrific. It really is. I'm only maybe 3-4 minutes into it, but I had to pause it because I had to start Second Cup, and I thought I have to mention this to all the viewers because it looks just fantastic. And both of these gentlemen are great ambassadors of the traditional wet shave and have contributed quite a bit to the wet shaving community. So give it a look when you get a chance. The Razor Emporium channel on YouTube. Look for Mantic 59 Joins Me for a Wet Shave. It's double-edged discourse with the legendary sharpologist. And again, Matt Pisarcik and Mantic 59 sitting down, having a side-by-side shave and talking wet shaving. Give it a look. We received this alert from Phoenix Shaving. That's right, cadets. It's a most epic creature double feature release of 2 Phoenix Shaving homage classics. Feature number 1, Twee. Yeah, we like Twee. We've got Twee in the Shave Den. It's terrific. Here's what they have to say about it. Twee, our long-time seasonal long-running homage to green Irish tweed, one of the most epic Creed creations of yesteryear. When it dropped back in 1985, it took the fragrance world by storm. Similar to Cool Water, yet more complex and I dare say even more masculine. Worn by the likes of Cary Grant, Sinatra, Clint Eastwood, to even Ozzy Osbourne, if you can believe that. Needless to say, this fragrance is pretty epic. Yeah, it continues here. Being such a versatile, non-overbearing scent, it may be worn any time of year or time of day. Upon first sniff, one is immediately whisked away to the dewy, undulating green landscape of Ireland. Here's the scent profile. Top notes, lemon verbena. Heart notes, iris and violet leaf. Base notes, Mysore sandalwood, ambergris. It's a memorable herbal green opening peppered with moist dead leaves and Irish moss. The fragrance of Twee is rich, fresh, sporty, and unforgettable, just like you. Also, let's not forget Twoob 2.0. You may be able to figure out what that one is, but if not, Twoob 2.0 is a Twee-scented Cube 2.0 pre-shave soap. How about that? So check it out from Phoenix Shaving, Twee, a wonderful seasonal scent. You can wear it year-round. It's absolutely fantastic. We have it in the Shave Den. I highly recommend it. Twee from Phoenix Shaving, give it a look. And also from Phoenix Shaving, feature number 2, Doppelganger Tricolor. Yeah, that's what they say here, Doppelganger Tricolor, a PAA cult favorite. Get excited. No, get very excited. Doppelganger Tricolor, our tribute to one of the most iconic wet shaving classics of all time, Irish Moze. Now that's spelled capital I-R-I-S-C-H, second word M-O-O-S. I went up to AI to get the correct pronunciation of this, and it's Irish Moze. All right? Now, if I'm incorrect on that after checking AI, please let me know at mondaymailbag@gmail.com. I'm looking at it as Irish Moze. They continue here. But this isn't just a re-release, it's a retweak too. Once again, we went back to the drawing board, fine-tuned it, and made it even better. And dang, if that wasn't exactly what it needed. I liked it a lot before, but I absolutely love it now. Trust me, our latest version is a must-have March seasonal scent, even more truer to the vintage original. First launched in 1969 by Mullins, the same legendary house behind 4711, Irish Moze was a bold green herbal chypre that quickly became a barber shop staple across Europe. But here's where it gets interesting. The name itself, despite the Gaelic-looking spelling, Irish Moze isn't Irish, it's German. It translates to Irish moss, evoking the lush rolling green hills of the Emerald Isle. And while the name may have confused a few hopeful buyers looking for a literal Irish connection, the scent itself more than delivered a fresh, woody, and unmistakably masculine fragrance that left a lasting impression. Now here's a scent profile. Top notes: bergamot, lemon, orange, rosemary, coriander, and green notes. Middle notes: lavender, cedar, geranium, and light clove. Base notes: patchouli, oak moss, and tonka bean. A true chypre, this scent is fresh, clean, woody, and bold. It's spicy where it counts and green enough to earn its name, capturing that classic European aftershave energy with an unmistakable herbal depth. And yes, it's about moss, not some happy-go-lucky Gaelic bullwinkle. We were bummed too. But trust us, once you experience it, you won't care. This fragrance demands attention, turns heads, and transports you straight to an era when aftershaves were legendary. And as they say here, truly perfect for any season. While a powerhouse year-round, Doppelganger Tricolor shines brightest in spring, summer, and early fall, where its coriander and pine-like green notes set it apart from the other classic European aftershaves of the late 60s and 70s. And they write here, discontinued? Not anymore. In 2015, Irish Mose was discontinued, much to the collective despair of wet shavers everywhere. Sure, you can still track down a bottle here and there, but as with all things new old stock, they're vanishing fast. But the scent? That doesn't have to disappear. We've brought it back, not just as an aftershave, but with a full line of matching products so you can completely immerse yourself in this timeless masculine masterpiece. Doppelganger Tricolor, a March seasonal scent available now, but not forever. So check it out from Phoenix Shaving, Doppelganger Tricolor. Give it a look. Will of Barrister and Mann sent out this email update, and the title reads, "We're not restocked yet, but it's close." And as he writes here, we've gotten tons of emails, social media messages, comments, texts, Reddit pings, and smoke signals from folks who all want to know the answer to the big question, when are you going to have soap again? And it's great. I'm thrilled, excited, and honored that so many of you are waiting so anxiously for us to restock, and the magic hour is approaching soon. Here's a full update. Seville, Cheshire, Bay Rum, Spice, and Waves shaving soaps have all been made and packed for shipment to fulfillment. Le Grand Chypre shaving soap, Bay Rum Splash, Cheshire Splash, Seville Splash, Spice Splash, and Waves Splash will all be made this week and will go out with the other shaving soaps. Lavender Bar Soap has been made, and Cheshire, Full Measure of Man, Spice, and Waves are all on the docket, but they need a month to cure. Lavanil Moors Wood, Unscented, and Fougere Gothique shaving soaps will all follow not long after. Balms will be back in a month or so, probably with the second soap restock. As he continues here, we're doing our restock in stages, largely because we're out of so many things at the moment that to try to restock everything all at once would take ages, to say nothing of the astronomical cost. So we split it into groups to make it easier to get product back on the shelves and begin offering it to our retailers as well. The initial estimate was that we might be able to have it available this week, but supply delays have slowed production down a bit. That said, everything has arrived so that production can continue, and the folks at Sterling expect to be back on the horse come Monday. So the plan is that everything that's been made so far will be ready for shipment later this week, and that Square One will be able to count it in and begin shipping by early next week, like around March 23rd. We hope to have stock available by a week from Monday. And Will has included a picture of himself with Rod and Mandy and some others from the Sterling team. And he writes, "I'd also like to extend my deepest thanks to Rod, Mandy, and everyone else at Sterling for their time and fantastic work during my week in Arkansas in February. We're pictured here with the Seville that I taught their team to make during my time on site, and having watched their people subsequently turn out several batches without any input from me whatsoever, my products are in as good of hands as I could have ever hoped. Good things are coming." So that's the update from Will at Barrister and Mann. If you're a Barrister and Mann fan, good things are on the way. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend another wonderful Irish movie to you to help celebrate St. Patrick's Day. This is one I've mentioned before, but it's just terrific. I remember it from my childhood. I loved it. I still love it. Darby O'Gill and the Little People from 1959, a Disney fantasy steeped in Irish folklore. Here's why it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. It's packed with classic Irish myth, leprechauns, banshees, enchanted gold, and the King of the Little People. The special effects were groundbreaking for 1959 and still have a charming storybook quality. A very young Sean Connery appears in one of his earliest roles, and he even sings. It's family-friendly, whimsical, and full of that old Hollywood magic that plays beautifully on a holiday morning. If you want a bit of Irish magic this St. Patrick's Day, Disney's 1959 classic Darby O'Gill and the Little People delivers leprechauns, folklore, and a young Sean Connery in a wonderfully charming fantasy. It's terrific. I remember it. The Banshee scared the heck out of me. So if you have little ones gathering around the television set and you got a big screen, when that happens, they're gonna jump. It was a terrific, terrific movie when I first saw it. It's still a wonderful movie. And yes, the special effects are just wonderful. It's grand. So check it out from 1959, Darby O'Gill and the Little People, a perfect film to help celebrate your St. Patrick's Day. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show. And I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that Second Cup.